I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah.
Cause, but I still low. Got 100 different in my cell phone. Still 33 for low. I'ma ride to my dog sitting in jail. It's that ladder on the grass, spin it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Gresham, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Bally's, let them.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Pats are the least scored on team in the league, and they'll be up against the Dolphins offense that will need to rise to the occasion.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Green, 39!
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Three down.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Let's go! Blue landed!
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it?
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. here's a carry heading left. Oh, a nice spin. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The numbers for him from a week ago: 24 carries, 85 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. #3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie? When you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles Harris coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. They'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. The Vikings opening their lead up to 2 touchdowns now. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The New England defense gearing up to take the field. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And now out come the Patriots. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Flushed out right. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Back to throw. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now back to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A minute 59 to go in the first half. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 big plays in succession, and the Dolphins on the move.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Garner. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing right around the midfield stripe. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And that's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. So we've reached halftime here at an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo. It's the Bills with an early lead over the Jets. Derek Carr leading the way offensively. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. 2
yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The play clock's running down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. A gain of 39 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And give him a gain of 37.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong arm.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. And a great example there of just getting the feet in a tough spot. It seems like every year these guys get better at this. So they're going to go for 2.
Let's go.
They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road. And
the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back now in Foxborough. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. New England on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. They'll set up to throw. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. 77 yards. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Devontae Freeman inching up toward a possible 100-yard day in that one. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. 30, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Well, 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And this is caught. He hits Landry.
Holding, offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Back to throw now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this is secured by the Patriots. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, able to avoid him. Got some real estate inside the 30. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Detroit! They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. From the midfield stripe, they'll lift to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The Dolphins on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be third and forever. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Jordan Berry now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Checking in on Houston. It's in the fourth quarter there. And another score by the Texans, so they've added on to their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New England, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
You like the way it sounds, Frody? Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top.